Hello, Shelly Lamb, fiber artist from Art of the Hook and Needle, coming to you live today with a new design from My Look, Your Hook. Excited to bring to you my recent beanie design, and I'm going to talk a little bit about looms. So, my loom fiber arts journey has made me think about some different things to make it more easy or simple for us. When I started looking at the looms and started looking at what to do, each manufacturer of looms has a different size pegs or different sizes in between the pegs. So this loom kit is from Boy, and it's for the bulkier yarns 4 and up. But what I've done is I've actually on some of the designs is I've actually used this and just wrapped it with 3 strands of smaller, as you've seen in my metallic designs that I have in previous videos. So I did triple strand with anything that was lacy. I'm going to put this up real quick. That's like a lacy yarn, very, very stringy and very small. So doing triple strand or quadruple strand with any of those would actually produce the same results. And I loved how that actually turned out anyway. So as I'm doing this journey with the looming, I found that it's very difficult to find those designs specific to this size peg loom, which is 36 pegs. And then, if you want to repeat a design, sometimes, okay, so let's talk about knit real quick. There's like knit 4 plus 2, to repeat a design. Well, that's great because actually that would be 6 whole stitches and divided by 36, that's 6 repeating designs, which is amazing. That actually fits this loom. But some of the other designs wouldn't actually be divisible by 36. So that wouldn't work. And what I decided to do was just create my own designs so that I had those patterns and put them in a graph. Because graphing is my favorite. I know it's cheating. I don't care what anybody says. I'm going to cheat all day long because I have a career and yarning is my hobby and I love it. But I wish I had all the time in the world to, sit there and create 1 item a month, but I don't. I would love that. I can't wait till I retire. Can somebody give me a winning lottery ticket so I can just retire and do yarning? As you can see, it's my life. But um, I I found it hard or difficult to find those patterns. So I'm going to share real quick with you how the graphing works if you're not familiar. For those that do cross stitch needlepoint and you have done graph gans, the graphing is fun. And the reason why I say it's cheating is because pattern reading is kind of like a passage into yarning for people who actually, and I know that you guys are laughing at me right now because you know what I'm talking about. So when you have to read a pattern, you have to understand all the terms and the technology. Well, graphs, you don't. Like you just have to look at the legend and be like, oh, that's purl or that's knit. And then you don't have to read line by line by line. I'm just a more visual person too. And I mean, for some, they may not like it, but for me, graphing is so simple. Okay, so this is the reason why it's so important for our designs for looming is that, like I said, look at the repeating design. It doesn't quite end on my hat. Okay, now this graph is exactly the number of rounds and number of pegs on my loom. And as I work my way from the bottom to the top, I am going to repeat this design. And I'm going to start at the bottom from left to right, and then I'm just going to keep on going up the loom, every single round. And each of this side is going to match this side exactly. So this isn't a pattern that's been launched yet. You guys are getting a sneak peek, but uh, that's how simple the graphs are for the loom. And it is specific to this particular loom. And the reason why I made it specific to this loom is this is going to be your average one size fits all hat. In the kit that you would get, from Boy for this, there's actually an extra large that would be for larger heads, and there is a child size, and then there's a baby size. And in the future, I might do the graphs, for the other sizes, but I'm focusing specifically on this particular loom just because it's the majority of what's going to be created for the hats. And so I am going to show you my. Okay, so with this, I have done, this is Red Heart. Love it. I love that Red Heart is washable. We all have used Red Heart forever. It's a staple in the industry. But look at how beautiful it looks with a very simple heart design. On the bottom is also Red Heart, and that's the color is called Candied. And I'll put the link down at the bottom for you for both the pattern and the materials used. And then on the top, I just have a rosy palm. And for previous videos, which you may have not seen, I also do, what I do is I sew a button to the top of the hat. And then these pom-poms come with elastic. And people could either take it off and not wear the pom-pom if they don't feel like it, or if they want to take it off to wash it, because you don't want to wash your pom-pom. It'll get gross. So on the brim, I have done, what I do is I do 7 inches. On this particular brim, this is just the E-wrap knit. And that's basically going in a circle all the way around the loom. And so I do the 7 inches, I bring it back into the inside of the loom, on the inside, and I knit over so that it creates a double brim. And then I do one whole round around the base of the E-wrap, and then I start my pattern. So I hope you enjoyed my new pattern, and I'll link everything to the bottom. And as always, thank you for subscribing. I love that you guys are commenting. I love that you subscribe. Thank you for supporting Art of the Hook and Needle. We have lots of fun with our fiber, as you can see. And I will see you soon. Thank you.